Hey there, Scorpio. How's it going? We're going to get started on your tarot reading. This reading is good for the first half of September from the 1st to the 15th, give or take. All right, Scorpio, let's begin. I am using the Office Tarot. That is what it looks like. This is not an office reading. This reading is not necessarily about work. It's a general reading. So we'll be tapping into any given area of your life. Could be the office, it could be work, or it could be relationships, any given thing that's going on in your life. Let's see, Scorpio, let's begin by taking a look at your position. What are you doing? What are you up to? What is going on? This position will tell us where you're coming from, how you feel. And just by knowing those things, it gives us a glimpse into what it is that you're dealing with, the situation. So let's see. Next, we're going to take a look at a certain obstacle, challenges that you're faced with, because it's good to stay informed and know what it is that you're up against so you know how to maneuver through things. All right, let's see. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Show me, Scorpio. What is Scorpio up to? What are they doing? We have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. All right, guys. So there has been it feels as though a lack of progress, but hold on a minute, because the Queen of Pentacles is here. If there has been a lack of progress and movement in something, maybe you have experienced some sort of delays, or maybe the rewards it is that you were expecting have not completely came through. You've gotten something, but perhaps not what you wanted, results. If that is so, guys, you need to ask yourself, how have I been, let's say, handling the situation? Have I been investing my time, my energy? Have I been nurturing this, I don't know, let's call it a plant. Let's look at it like a plant. There's a plant that you have there, and that plant is symbolic of the situation. What does it look like? Does it look healthy? Does it look like it has, it needs more water? So you ask yourself, how have I been taking care of this situation? Now, if you feel like you have done everything in your power to, if you feel like you're not slacking, if you feel like you have done everything that you can, then the problem is perhaps the method it is that you're using, or something that you're doing, or I should say maybe not doing, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this is your position, guys. All right. I've put in the work, but there's something off, right? Like I'm seeing somebody with like a calculator and they're like, and they're like, let me see. I don't know. There's something off about these numbers. Yeah, there definitely is. So one thing I want to tell you before I continue moving forward is I don't think it's anything that you're doing. I don't think it's anything, I don't think it's your fault. What I mean by that is, don't put yourself down. Don't look down on yourself. Don't start blaming yourself for this. Because I feel like this is an issue, perhaps more of awareness, of knowing where the problem is coming from. So let's continue, guys. So what is this? What is this about? And right here it says, in the back, there's a calendar. I'll show you right now. It says 900 days until retirement. So there's definitely something you're working on, a certain goal that you're working on. I have a dream, it says, but the Queen of Pentacles reverse is there. Something is off about this. Let's see. What is Scorpio's biggest challenge? What is Scorpio's biggest challenge that they're facing that is perhaps creating these delays, or that is making Scorpio come out short just a little bit? Like, what is wrong here? I like to think about the Seven of Pentacles like getting your first plant. You get your first plant, you don't really know how to take care of the plant, and every plant is different. So you have to get acquainted with the process. You really have to pay attention. I have plants, and sometimes I write, when I remember, I write down when it is that I watered them, just so that I can keep track of how much water it needs. And so I kind of feel like that's you. You might not necessarily have to experiment, but it could be a learning process here, trying to get things right. All right, so this is your biggest challenge, which is isn't it funny how I'm telling you about the plant and the watering, and there's a gentleman here that is serving himself water. Word search. This is the temperance. Oh my God, it goes so well with what I'm telling you, because what's the temperance, guys? The temperance is about finding the perfect balance. That's all you're having to do, guys. So listen, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You're just having to figure out the right measurements here, the right combination. You're kind of like an alchemist right now. You're testing all these different liquid solutions, and you're trying to produce a certain color. This lilac or something. Is it lilac? Or me and my son were going back and forth the other day about what the correct pronunciation of lilac is. I forgot I think I said lilac, and then he said lilac. Yeah, I think he's like, no, it's lilac, and I'm like, it's lilac, it's lilac. I don't know if he said that or not, but anyways, this is reminding me about that. Does somebody like pretzels? So how do you like your pretzels, soft or hard? You see those pretzels there at the end? So yeah, temperance. So those pretzels are making me think about baking. Baking is one of those things too. Measurements are really important. So if you're one of those people that doesn't really measure, you cook and you just eyeball everything, baking is not for you. It's not for me, because I'm one of those people. I eyeball everything. So yeah, you see temperance. You're having to figure out exactly, guys, what the best solution, the best approach is. And listen, don't knock yourself, because this is a process, whatever it is that you're doing requires these steps. Okay. So it's not like you can just jump over this step. No, you need this stage here in the middle, guys, that is going to help you become an expert. That is going to give you that experience it is that you need. All right, so that's your biggest challenge, guys, this temperance. Okay, so again, that tells us more so, the problem, right? It is that you're faced with. And again, as long as we know what that is, you know what to do next. All right, we have this card. We have the Sun card. And I feel like that's you, Scorpio. Okay, so one, don't give up. I feel like, this here might create high stress. You might also feel like others are, yeah, I feel like you might feel like others are pressing you, because here at the bottom we have the Seven of Wands, and I feel like that's you, Scorpio. You're up here and you're like, back off, like I'm doing this or that. So I feel like you have a certain vision for sure, which means what? It means that you have a certain goal that you're trying to get to. So that's good, guys, because it says that you are determined, and it also says that you're not allowing others to sway you, but then you're also not allowing others to bully you either. So you're standing your ground. I feel like that's good, guys. I thought this was the Five of Wands. It looks like the Five of Wands, doesn't it? If you know anything about the tarot, the Five of Wands is just people fighting, and they usually have wands in their hands, but this is actually the Seven of Wands. You see, Seven of Wands, which it goes anyways with what how I am interpreting it, guys. Stand your ground. That's your biggest challenge too. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that right now your position is something's not giving results. Something is not, growing. Something is not doing it. So your first instinct, or maybe not your first instinct, maybe you think maybe I need to just completely change my plan. Maybe I should just leave this particular approach or thing alone and try something completely different. The answer to that is no. Continue doing, or at least the advice that I have for you based on what I'm seeing here in your challenge position. Because look, your challenge would be, if your challenge is the Seven of Wands, it would be you giving up. You giving up to pressure. And the pressure could be just doing something else, because whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, so if this is a sales job, or if this is about work and you're trying to, I don't know, make something happen, and it's not maybe producing results right away, the message is, listen, just stick to it. I'm hearing this is all part of the process of just, finding the right balance, finding the right ingredients and the right balance. That's all it's about. So, and then right now I'm seeing someone in the kitchen and they're like, I'm going to learn how to bake this bread, this particular type of bread. And listen, it's going to take, if you've ever baked before, it's going to take you a few tries. Like now I know how to make really good flour tortillas, but at first it took me several tries and several recipes, and recipe that works for you might not work for somebody else, or what works for somebody else might not work for you. That's why there's so many recipes out there for bread or tortillas, right? Because I think there's so many things that you have to take in when trying to produce something. And it could be anything. And right here, I'm just using that example about the bread, or like cooking. The instruments that you're using, right? Are you, for example, me, I don't like knitting. Like again, maybe that's something I need to continue doing, but I'm not good at knitting. I have a kitchen aid. So I had to look for recipes, flour tortilla recipes that use a kitchen aid. So I found several, and I tried until I narrowed it down to one particular that worked for me. So the flour that you use, all the ingredients you use, the brands as well, all of those things matter. And I mean, your hands matter too. The person, how quick you're doing it, warm water, cold water, like all of those things matter. So I'm hearing you have all the right ingredients, my dear Scorpio. You have all the right ingredients. You're just having to, narrow down what you work with the best, or what works best for you. And you're having to stick to it. Like, don't give up. As well as, I'm hearing, do this the way that you want. And then I'm seeing somebody do like a taste test, right? And it's like, no, this is about your taste buds. This is about you. Like, what does it taste like to you? What do you want it to taste like, And then I'm seeing somebody else go in there with their own spoon, and they're like, it needs a little this, a little that. And then they're grabbing, I don't know, the salt, and they're about to put it in, and you're like, no. So this is your biggest challenge, just sticking to something. And not giving up right away, or giving up because you're not seeing cooperation. I'm hearing the Seven of Wands, because the Seven of Wands talks about having some sort of opposition. I don't agree with you, Scorpio. You know what? I think this is better. I have a difference of opinion. Okay, well, wonderful. That's great. But I'm doing things my way. Okay. Okay. And here it is, the Sun card, guys. I feel like that's you. I feel like that's what the Spirit is telling you. Listen, keep mixing those ingredients. Keep mixing them. This is the process, guys. This is part of the process. Don't look at this as something negative. This is supposed to be fun too, guys, because you're figuring something out. And I'm hearing for many of you, that's fun. Okay. Do some of you like to do puzzles? The Sun card. So that's you guys. You are you are on your way to success. And if you continue doing this, if you get through these challenges, guys, you will be very happy with the results. You will be successful. You will be like me. I almost gave up on those flour tortillas. I almost gave up, but now it's like I know how to make them, and I use my KitchenAid. I don't even get my hands dirty. It's like put all the ingredients in the KitchenAid, leave it there for, I think it's like 5 minutes, and knits itself. And when it's done, it's perfect. The dough is perfect. But it took me to stick with it. It took, there were several times that it was crap. I'm like, oh my God, these are not good. So again, you're just having to stick with this. Okay, Scorpio. So that's your biggest challenge. Okay, maybe remaining positive. That could be your biggest challenge. All right. So what should you focus on? I feel like we've gone over that, but let's see. What is it that you should focus on, my dear Scorpio? And in this reading, I actually don't want to focus too much. Like usually I do future revelations, but I feel like this not everything is a future revelation. Like there's some things that will manifest a certain way. Maybe it's fate, or maybe it has to do with some things have already happened, perhaps, and it's going to give a certain result. But here in this reading, I wanted to do this kind of reading, change it up, because I wanted to give you guys a reading that will help you manifest your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations. And this is actually a reading that I do on myself that is incredibly, incredibly helpful by giving you that awareness it is that you need. Like, okay, this is where I'm at, okay? This is where I'm at. Okay. And simply knowing that, okay, it helps you like pinpoint where it is that you're at. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm going through. So what's up with that? Why is that happening? Right? This gives you the challenge, gives you perspective. And then next we're going to focus on what it is that you should do. So you have a lot of control. There's some things that are meant to happen a certain way, but there's other things that we have control over. And that's what we're doing in this reading. We are focusing on those things that you can control. So what is it, guys? What should you focus on that is going to help you in the present moment, that's going to facilitate things as well as help you create the reality it is that you want to see in the future? Let's see. How should you approach the situation? What should you focus on? Let's see. What is something my dear Scorpio should focus on? Here it is. We have the Hierophant. Okay. Again, I feel like the message goes because the Hierophant is rules, guys. So there's certain rules, there's certain structure. That's important. And again, it goes very well from what I've been telling you from the very beginning, because I've been sticking to this storyline of, what did I say? Baking. And baking has certain rules and instructions. You can't eyeball it, guys. I mean, you can, but you're not going to like what you get, you know? The Hierophant. So you see, there's a certain way of doing things. There's rules. There's a certain system in place. You see? And then we have this Tower. Okay. Hierophant. The Tower. Here we have a woman that's like, ah. All right, guys. So this is what you should focus on, guys. In order to avoid, I'm hearing certain Tower moments. And what are Tower moments, guys? Gosh, I'm telling you, I feel like Spirit is present, and I'm loving it, guys. Let's go back to that baking analogy that I've been talking about. This Tower is, okay, I've put all these ingredients together, and guess what? It still came out like crap. I'm still not getting the results that I want. Listen, guys, it's all part of the process, okay? One thing it is that you should know is that there is a certain process here that has structure. There's a certain order of things. So write things down. Yeah, I mean, the Hierophant is here. What you should focus on is... one, let's just say, what are your beliefs? What are your thoughts in connection to this? What are your thoughts? That's very important. How do you feel about this? What's important to you? Sticking to something This is commitment, guys. You need to commit to this and not give up until you have the best tortillas, the best bread. Do not give up until you do that. You know what might help you guys? This is advice that I'm giving you. Maybe I should pick it up myself. Pick something up, like something you don't know. Maybe if you're not a good baker, okay, look or pick a recipe or something that is difficult and stick to it through the end. I'm hearing that will teach you some about commitment, how to follow things through. And sometimes it helps doing something here in this 3D world, guys. Actually following something in steps for you to create something, to manifest something. I hope that makes sense. As above, so below. Sometimes when you have to mimic what you want, what you're wanting your mind to do, mimic what you're wanting to do with these energies, do it in this 3D world by, again, picking something up that mimics those steps. And you'll find that is actually something that I do. It will help you manifest in the spiritual realm. It will, guys. So listen, this is what you should focus on. The process, structure, commitment, sticking to something. Now, the Hierophant reminds me of like a book, and then right now I'm seeing a recipe book, okay? And that recipe book can just be symbolic of I'm hearing things that you've tried. For example, again, and this is all meant to give you perspective, right? These are great ideas. I should definitely, take this advice. Like, write down, like, okay, today I tried this recipe. I tried this, that. I mean, I'm hearing and being very descriptive, and this is the results that I got. This is how many cells I did, okay? And then comparing, okay, this worked, that didn't. That's the process that it is that you're having to take, guys. Knowing that there's going to be tower moments, okay? And knowing and not being afraid of those tower moments, guys, because you are actively working on creating something, okay? As long as you stick to it and know, okay? And then right now I'm seeing somebody open up the oven and the bread's all flat. Like, oh, it looks great. And then you take it out and then it just flat dies down and you're like, no. That could be frustrating, guys, I'm hearing, but expecting certain, tower moments, that's okay. That's all right. I'm hearing it's all part of the process. So perspective really it matters a whole lot. Okay. So that's what you should focus on, guys. Final message. Anything it is that you want to share with my dear Scorpio before we leave? Before we move forward with oracle messages, something you want to share with my dear Scorpio. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Do not lose hope. You're going to get it. Oh, I'm telling you, you're going to get it, guys. You're going to reach your goals. Your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, they will become a reality, guys. Here is the recipe it is that you need. Don't get down on yourself about this, guys. You think somebody just wakes up and becomes this great, I don't know, at whatever they're good at? You think a chef just wakes up in the morning, they're like, I'm a great chef today? Or a dancer wakes up in the morning, I'm a great dancer? No, you have to try, okay? And you will get there. That's what you're having to do. Enjoying the journey, guys, and this process is really going to teach you a whole lot, guys. So this is what Spirit wants to tell you. Before we go and move on to oracle messages, Spirit wants to say, believe in yourself, have faith, do not lose hope. That's what it's saying. Beautiful energy. All right, let's get some closing messages from the sword. The Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle. I've been connecting with archangels lately a lot. And I've always connected with archangels. I believe I saw an angel once. And I've gotten in touch with a lot of different types of beings, and every being, I would want to write a book about this because I'm a psychic medium, and I'm a shaman as well. So I'm able to connect with different types of beings. I've connected with ascended masters, and they all have a different way of communicating. They all feel different. I believe I connected with angels, and the way that I saw an angel was just a bright light, guys. Just light. Just if you could think about maybe staring at the sun, but it doesn't feel as harsh on your eyes. It's just this bright light. And I believe that was, I was in contact with an angelic, what we would call an angelic being. And it's such a peaceful and beautiful, wholesome, warm energy to encounter. All right. So let's see. Closing messages for Scorpio. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to Votre, where you could book a private reading with me. All right, here we go. It says you will manifest what you need. Hello. You're manifesting what you need, okay? You're manifesting what you need. So again, if there's certain delays, certain things that are not necessarily, pinning out the way that you'd like, listen, that's not a waste of time. That is something that you need, that experience there, guys, for sure. Now let's read. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Doesn't it go, guys? Let me read what this package says. It says, Archangel Michael, the angelic realm, to you, your town, planet Earth. You will manifest what you need, Scorpio. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Hello. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. I mean, that might be part of the process, right? I mean, again, there's just so many things, guys, that are 1101 could be a thing, guys. 111, threes as well. What was I saying? Yeah, that could be part of the process, right? Like, if you've been listening to me this whole time, let's go back to the whole baking thing, right? You might be missing a certain ingredient. You might be missing sugar, right? You might need sugar. You might need, baking powder or something. And listen, you might have to call somebody. You might have to call your neighbor. Go knock on your neighbor's door. Hey, do you have a cup of sugar, for example? So that might be part of the process. So keeping an open mind as well, okay? Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. So this is a time where you may need help and support. That's what this is saying, guys. It's saying that you have helped a lot of people out. So what does that mean? It means that you might not be the type of person that knows how to accept help. Allowing others to help you and knowing that if it's hard for you to ask for help, knowing that they're your angels, right? Your spirit guides will be providing you with that help. Perhaps they will encourage somebody to reach out to you or to suggest something or to just help you out without having you ask them, okay? Beautiful energy, guys. All right, now let's get some messages from here and then from here. Lovely reading, guys. Lovely reading. Some of you will be getting engaged in the near future. If you are already engaged and you're like, what? Maybe this is just, an event, something that takes place in your relationship that is going to be a meaningful milestone of some sort. All right, we have Donkey. It says, keep your heart open no matter what. Don't close yourself off, Scorpio. Keep your heart open no matter what. Don't close yourself off. If it's here, it might be because there's a tendency or maybe because of what's going on, whatever. You might close yourself off a little bit. And this donkey looks sad and down. Like, no, don't get discouraged. Remember what the message was that Spirit gave you? That star card, guys. And that star card is saying have hope. All right. Sometimes we go through things. We experience delays or certain little disappointments. And that could be discouraging, guys. Look, listen, don't let that discourage you. Okay, not at all. You're learning, you're processing things, and you're getting it right, guys. Donkey, keep your heart open no matter what. One more card. This is such a cute donkey too. Isn't it so cute? It says camel. It says camel. We have camel, guys. How cute. I love animals. Be forbearing and patient. Hello. Absolutely, guys. Shark. Oh, goodness, guys. Channel the shark, guys. I know the shark has a really big shadow, but listen, the shark has very positive qualities as well, especially when you are trying to reach a certain goal, guys. Lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. Lead as a powerful, peaceful warrior. Let's get back to this camel. When you think about a camel, at least me, when I think about a camel, I think about long distances, guys. Knowing that you have everything it is that you need to get through whatever journey this is. Knowing that you're prepared for it and that you will get to your destination, guys. Don't get down on yourself, please. All right, let's continue. Let's get a message from the self-care wisdom cards, and we're done. Scorpio. Next, I'll be doing a love reading, and then I'll be doing the other half, this reading again for you for the second half of September. All right. I'm open to suggestions, guys. Anything that you want to hear, or any readings that you would like to get from me, let me know. Send me an email, write a message down below in the comments. Let me know what kind of readings you want, guys. Change and success. Hello. A resistance to change is a resistance to life itself. Open your heart. Listen, that's the second message. Open your heart. The same message a second time. Donkey, remember? Open your heart and mind to new beginnings. You're having to change things up, guys. You see? Don't be afraid of changing things up. Success. Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall upon your lap. You hear that? Let me read that to you one more time, okay? Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Scorpio, this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.